welcome to this session of Tuesday Mastermind, where we are going to talk about tap into your heroic self. I'm your friend and founder of Brainoscript, Priyanka Mishra, and we are going to talk about what are the steps that you need to take to dive into your heroic self. Now, first things first, what is this heroic self? What do you really mean by your heroic self? I want you people to do a quick activity. Take out your pen and paper and write down about your heroic self. What are the qualities it will be having? How focused it will be? How disciplined it will be? How proactive it will be? I want you to think about all of these, uh, all the characteristics that you can think of your productive and highest self and go ahead and write it down. Okay? At least five characteristics. Your time starts now. I'll wait here for a minute, and I want you to quickly think about your heroic self. I hope that you have started thinking about it. If you talk to me, I would think about like my heroic self would be very much focused. Once I am into my deep focus, I'm not going to get into anything else. I'll not get distracted. Okay. If I talk about my heroic self will do what it says. If I said that I'll wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, it means that I'll wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, right? So these are the qualities of heroic self that I would expect for myself, what it is for you. Right. So the basic reason why we need our heroic self is that our heroic version is kind of the identity that we aspire to be like, right? Every time we think about something that we do on a regular basis, we believe that if I work from my highest potential, my uh, biggest version, I will do the same thing in a little different manner. So I want you to think about your heroic self today. What would your heroic self be doing every single day, day in and day out? What kind of decisions you'll be making? How much focused you will be? How much proactive you will be? How deeply you will learn any skill? Think about your heroic self. Shift your identity every morning to your heroic self and perform from there. Okay? Take decision that your best version would be taking for your future. Eat the food that your best version would be eating. Use time, manage time in a way that your best version would be doing. And this is how you are going to get closer and closer and closer to your heroic identity. All right. So with this, I would like to take you inside of the session and you'll get to know more about this. The moment you decide who you want to become, everything begins to align in your favor. Everything that you and me we do on an average day, it totally depends on what are we aligning it towards, right? Are we deciding to show up as our best self or not? Because many a times we might have 100 dreams in our life, but we do not come from, we do not operate from a place of courage. Fine. So I'm going to shower you with what a heroic self would look like. The heroic self will have the first characteristic, it will have heroic mindset. Your heroic self will have a super solid mindset, a mindset as in if someone comes and says that you did not do good in the presentation, you will not keep overthinking that I am a bad presenter. You would rather dissociate yourself from that one presentation, find out what are the mistakes, find out how can you correct it, and at the same time, not beat yourself up that I am a bad presenter, right? Heroic mindset means that you accept that there are going to be a certain mistakes when I'm working on myself. There are going to be some slips. I'm ready to fall, but I'm not ready to fail, right? I'm ready to fall down 99 times, but I will stand up 100 times. Okay, that is heroic mindset because mistakes, pain, failure is always going to be the part of our life. Let me repeat it for you once again. When I talk about a heroic mindset, mistakes, pains, embarrassments, failures, these are going to be a part of our life. Doesn't mean that if we fall down, we will lie down there. right? What we do, we quickly get up, brush ourselves, and do it once again. That is what a hero does. If you fall 100, stand up 101. Okay, so I want you people to establish this heroic self in yourself, shower yourself with so much of love, so much of respect that if it is my dream, it is my responsibility to make it come true. I am the owner of my life and I'm going to make this happen no matter what. Okay, the second thing is heroic productivity. We all know that we have got only 24 hours every single day, and we know that we have limited energy to execute every single day. So, what should we be doing? I see many of my clients who come to me that Priyanka, I will start recording my videos after I get something. I I will take a coaching class of a particular thing and then I will start doing. You know what? Taking a coaching is a perfect thing that you should do, but do not postpone the execution just because you want to finish something and then start something. You can simultaneously do both the things. Okay, you are going to be pathetic in the first video that you will ever record. If you go back on YouTube and check out mine and Satyam's first few videos, you will laugh like anything, right? We ourselves feel that, what did we do? Should we take them down? But we do not take them down because it is a reminder that you start somewhere and this is how you grow. This is the journey, and the journey is beautiful. Okay, so I want you people to not to procrastinate, not to regret, not to stress, execute. Okay, whatever energy we have, stop putting that energy into overwhelm, stop putting that energy into overthinking. Ye sara emotional drama, just stop it and put your time and energy into executing things. Start giving your brain the right instructions. Okay, so what is the right instruction? In place of saying that I will make a wonderful video or I will make a viral video, tell it to yourself that I will make one video every day or maybe one video every 2 days. Because doesn't matter how much theoretical knowledge you gather, whether it is on any dimension you're working on, doesn't matter anything. You might have the best of the knowledge, but if you're not executing it, if you're not creating something, if you're not productive, you're just busy, you'll feel that the life is overwhelming and you are just directionless, chaos, right? The more actions we take, the more productive we feel, the more productive we feel, the more fruitful we become. Okay, so what you can do to become more productive is to write 3 MITs before sleeping every night. You should know that what is the most impactful task that you do in a day. 80% of impact of the day, right, should come down to 3 tasks. It happens, right? The moment you start shifting your focus towards the big chunks of the work every day, you start understanding that these small little tasks and chores, they can be taken care of in between. And once you eat that frog, you feel so fulfilled and satisfied that your confidence is at its peak. Your self-respect is at its peak. Okay? So heroic productivity. Then comes heroic habits. We have heard this 100 times that we are an outcome of the habits that we have. Okay, so your habits should always align with your future vision. So if you want to become a billionaire, you need to go ahead and watch the life of a billionaire. You need to go ahead and look into their days. They do not keep sleeping till 9 a.m. on Sundays, right? They do not keep gulping down all sorts of junk food while watching Netflix at midnight, right? If you're still mistaken by all the celebrities who come and tell you that you should drink that Coke or you should eat that burger, trust me, they do not. Okay? You need to watch your habits. Watch what you put inside your systems. What are you eating? What are you drinking? What are you reading? What are you thinking? What is the company you are hanging around with? You need to take care of all of these habits, right? Habit with habit with habit. Bit by bit, you create your life for yourself. Habit, whether it is good or bad, once you establish it, it becomes difficult for you to break. And I recently heard it that good habit itself is a loop. If you wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, you'll not say that, okay, fine, I'm up at 5 a.m. Bring me some fried snacks for the breakfast. Bring me some fried breakfast. You'll not say that. If you'll wake up at 5 a.m., you'll feel that, okay, let me do some meditation. Once done with meditation, let me drink some warm water. Once drinking warm water, let me put some lemon into it. After doing that, let me do a little stretching. Let me do some yoga, right? So this good habit will start bringing more good habits. It sets the tune of the day. So please own your mornings. Grab the day with the morning time. Once the morning is under control, once you at least meditate, exercise, and learn early in the morning hours, you feel like you have accomplished something in the morning. And when you feel accomplished, you shine, you glow with confidence that, yes, you know what, I am a winner, I am a hero. And once that identity shift happens, right? Priyanka behaving in a mediocre way would not receive the heights of experiences that are waiting for Priyanka unless and until Priyanka transfers and shifts her identity to become the hero version of herself. Okay? So have your heroic habits at place. Heroic belief, the foundation of everything that grows in the garden of your life, the root of it is always going to be belief. If deep inside you keep on saying that I cannot do it, this will not happen, this is impossible, no one has ever done this, how will I do this? The government doesn't support, the family doesn't support, that person did wrong to me 15 years back, and that is why I'm like this today. You know what? These things will start creating your belief system. And once that that seed of that belief system, it start coming out as a plant, and you keep on nurturing that wrong belief, it becomes super strong. Becomes so strong that even when you see that the ladder of the growth is there in front of me, still you're not there to go ahead and climb it, right? You need to question every belief that is coming to your mind. You need to talk to yourself that why am I thinking like this? What is the proof behind this? Who told me this? Any time when your brain says that you cannot do this, ask yourself why? Where did I get this belief from? Money is hard to earn. Why? Waking up early in the morning is difficult. Why? Don't you know anyone who wakes up early in the morning? Don't you know anyone who is earning quite well? There are hundreds of examples, right? We are filled with these examples. The problem is that we have created that cage for ourselves. Free yourself here today, right? You should have a heroic belief for yourself. Your dreams matter, your work matter, you matter. All right? Heroic focus. This is my favorite, right? This is really, really my favorite, I'm telling you. So when we talk about focus, focus is something which is rare these days. You need to put your laser focus attention towards that one thing for a prolonged period of time so that you get it done. Do not worry, I'm not asking you to do a sprint of 6 hours. 6 hours is not a sprint. Okay? You can manage to keep your focus on one task for 30 to 45 minutes. That is what I'm asking you to do. Keep a timer of 45 minutes. Think that in these 45 minutes, I'm going to totally, totally focus on this one task. And before the alarm bell rings, I'll make sure that I finish it. Once you make this as a habit, your brain will start working in sprints of intense focus. Okay, so I really want you people to go ahead and think about all of these things. Find out what are the areas where you need this intense focus. Every day, you can simultaneously put your intense focus into five different things. Humanly available, humanly possible. Half an hour, half an hour, half an hour, half an hour, half an hour. 2.5 hours, right? Every half an hour, another sprint. So, for an example, if you're someone who wants to exercise in the morning, half an hour sprint for exercise, half an hour sprint to cook that nutritious food that will complement your exercises, half an hour to groom and get ready in such a way that you feel confident, you feel that you have arrived in your someone. Okay, even if you're working from home, there is no harm in dressing good. There is no harm in looking good. There is no harm in smelling good. Half an hour focus, 40 minutes focus on that one skill in which you're going to dive so deep that you're going to become the go-to person in your industry. Don't think of immediate results. I'm not talking about immediate results. Think about what you can create in a decade. Okay. So this is how we create our hyper intensive focus slots. And once you tell it to your brain that this is my intensive focus slot, trust me, the chances that you get deviated or distracted reduces. The heroic growth. For the heroic growth, what I believe, see, this is something that I've studied, and um, I am a very big fan of this one learning. When I talk about huge growth, I want you people to understand that our brain is a prediction making machine. So every time when you want to create a future, your brain wants an evidence of a small step in the past, right? So if you say that I want to create a palace, your brain would ask you, have you ever tried to make a house before? If you say I'm going to create a house, your brain will ask you, have you ever laid a brick? Okay, so every time when you want to take the next leap, your brain looks for a previous experience where you have done something related to that, right? So you need to give yourself those predictions. So how can you give yourself those predictions? Till now, you have been dependent on this habit of breaking your self promises. Every time you say that I'll do this tomorrow, you end up not doing it, and then you say I'll do it day after. Every time when you say I'll wake up at 5 a.m., you end up waking up at 7. You have a, a predictive training for your brain that he or she is okay with breaking self promises. So now when you make a self promise to yourself that in next 1 year I'm going to become 10x, you know what? Your brain needs some proof from the past. So what we are going to do? We are going to first start feeding our brain with those predictions that yes, I can do it. How to do that? Break the pattern, right? Let me tell you how you can do that. You can give yourself small promises like if you wake up at 8 o'clock, do not say from tomorrow I'll wake up at 5. Say that I'll wake up at 7:30. It is feasible, it is doable. Once you wake up at 7:30, you start rewiring that okay, fine. She says she'll wake up at 7:30, she wakes up. Make it 7, right? Once you wake up at 7, you have 1 hour extra. Let me do some exercise for like 20 minutes. If she says she will exercise for 20 minutes, she does that. Wake up at 6:30. Wake up at 6:30. Break the pattern. You have extra 30 minutes, start meditating for 10 minutes. Wake up at 6. You have extra 30 minutes, start learning, right? So this is how you will feed your predictive brain so that once you start saying down the line, after a couple of months, when you say that I'm going to become a 10x version or a 100x version of myself, your brain believes you because you know what? You kept your promise for straight 2 months. This is heroic growth. It is not fancy. It doesn't start huge. It always starts with those small, tiny baby steps. When you start taking, when you start believing yourself that yes, okay, ye kar liya, ye bhi kar lungi. Okay, so how to become your heroic self? I want you people to shift your identity and operate from your highest version every time. Raise your standards, man. Enough of being what we have been doing till now. Read books that inspire growth. Find out the books. Make these books your best friend. Non-fictional books. Padho. Educate yourself. Your education should not stop. School khatam hua, padhai khatam hui. That is an age-old concept. Doesn't work this in this world. We need to consistently upgrade ourselves. Okay, so read the books that inspire growth. Read non-fictional books. Read books which actually put life inside of you. Get a mentor or coach. Get someone along with you who can guide you, who can, if required, teach you, scold you, hold you responsible, make you accountable, take you from chaos to clarity. Get someone who can actually, tell you on your face that, you know what, this is something that you need to work on. A coach is very much important. Why the best of the best always have a coach? Because we all, you and me, we all have a blind spot. We all have a programming that I should prove myself right. I should be the hero, right? I should prove myself right. When a coach comes in, the coach shows you the reality, and you get to know about your blind spots, and you work there, and you know what, voila, in a span of a couple of months, you get to know that you're doing far more better than what you used to do. Always have a coach. It is a mandate. It has been 4 years now. I continuously have someone to see me, supervise me, analyze me, and tell me, Priyanka, this is a constructive feedback you should be working on. Surround yourself with positive influences. Stop hanging around with people who discuss people. Stop hanging around where gossips are the center of the topic table. Right? Stop hanging around with people who are discussing mediocre stuff. You are a dreamer, you do not belong there. You have your own separate tribe. Search for your tribe. Trust me, you'll get your tribe. You'll get your tribe. People are like you. And birds with same feather, when they flock together, they look beautiful, they do beautiful, and they feel confident. Okay, so find your community, join groups, join people, join, the self growth communities. There are so many communities. Our Smart Hustlers is one of them, right? Our Diamond membership is one of them. You can go ahead and create these positive influences. These people will definitely teach you that all there are so many people who are sailing on the same boat, and they are aspiring for something extraordinary. Take consistent actions towards your goals. This is non-compromisable. This is non-negotiable, right? Consistent actions are very much required. Do mistakes. I'm not saying don't do mistakes. Go ahead, make mistakes, learn from them, do it better next time. Again, a smaller mistake, correct it, do a better next time. Again, some room of improvement, correct it, do better next time. Raise your standards, make it world class, do again next time. Take actions. Do not sit back and say that unless and until I make it perfect, I'm not moving. Just okay. You would have to start moving, and perfection happens while practicing. Perfection happens while practicing. Have you ever seen a swimmer to sit at the corner of the swimming pool saying that once, you all please go and swim and you teach me how to do that. And once I will learn everything, then only I'll jump into the pool. The coach will tell you on the first day itself that come inside. That is a mandate, right? Actions are mandatory. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that this was beneficial for you and you found out value. I appreciate your presence here, and you are here till now. It is a proof that you are someone who is a self growth enthusiast. For you, there is a gift from Braino Scripts community. What we are doing is called Daily Momentum Shift Program for 20 minutes every day from Monday to Friday. I will be dropping the link to join in the comment section if you're watching a recording of this on YouTube. If you're someone who is inside the community, I will share the link in the group. Please go ahead and attend. Register yourself for this Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 8:50, 20 minutes of evening rituals, right? And you're going to see tremendous growth in 1 month. And first month is free, absolutely free. So you can ask your friends to come and join too. Spread the word, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so thankful that you're here. We are available on all the different social media platforms, and we are doing fabulous job. Please go ahead and watch our videos, share them wherever you can, and help us reach more people who belong to this ambitious community. Thank you.